This is NBA action.
The Lakers have won back-to-back NBA championships.
This week, we'll preview the defending champion Lakers as they begin their quest for a three-peat, as well as the Celtics, who've made some big moves in their title bid. Plus, we'll spotlight Blake Griffin.
Toward the tip of the jam by Griffin.
And we'll have the top plays of the preseason.
Not a bad move here. That's got the fans up off their seats.
Showtime! Look at that! Oh, baby! Oh, how sweet it is! Oh, my! You are watching what greatness is all about. Oh, you gotta love that action!
We begin by taking you into the action to preview some of the teams in the West, starting with the defending champs.
The Lakers have won back-to-back NBA championships. And they're 16th overall.
Yeah, we got it done together. That's the way you do it. That was the way to get over that hump, which was the Boston Celtics, is to beat them as a group.
The chance that we have in front of us, it's extremely difficult to do it 3 times in a row. It's going to take a lot of work and some luck too, probably.
All season long, you have people trying to figure out how to beat you and looking at other teams, and you're the marked team to go after.
Here we go.
The Lakers bolstered their championship core with some new additions, including point guard Steve Blake and veteran forward Matt Barnes.
Watch the back door,
I'm trailing.
Less than an hour after I decided to come here, I got a text from Kobe saying how it's about winning the championship. And it sets the tone right there.
Hey, you been working on triangle or something? When?
You got to go.
I got here about 3 weeks for the season.
You looking good out there.
We got it.
We have a very deep team, very well balanced. It's important for us to continue to move forward in the direction of winning the championship.
1, 2, 3.
After losing to the Lakers in last year's conference finals, the Phoenix Suns have a different look. While their all-star forward Amare Stoudemire joined the Knicks, the Suns acquired versatile veteran Hedo Turkoglu.
Whenever you bring someone like Hedo to your team, he gives you a lot of versatility. He's got the ability to shoot, put the ball on the floor, pass, make decisions and plays for his teammates.
Turkoglu, 3 threes in the quarter.
Adding to the Suns' depth are 2 other newcomers, Josh Childress and Hakeem Warwick. Now it's a matter of blending as a unit.
Here's Warwick off the steal.
We've reloaded out of necessity, but there's also a transition whenever you bring new players in. So we have to go out and find out who we are, and we have to go improve how good we can be.
In Denver, the Nuggets have welcomed back head coach George Karl. He missed the last 2 months of the season while battling cancer, and his absence left a void as the team lost in the first round of the playoffs.
We really fell off at the end of the year last year, so to have him back and have him energetic is going to be a huge boost for us.
So much of who we are, and I think who we have to become, is a committed, play hard basketball team.
I got 1 suit that can fit. First thing.
He's looking good, and he's back to old George, talking about basketball.
Play some defense, man. Let's go. Fire, get the ball!
Him to still have that motivation and that excitement to want to get back out there and coach again. He came a long way. It feel good to see him back on that sideline.
Kind of feel fortunate to be coaching in the league and hopefully regain my health to 100% and have a good basketball team. A lot of you guys have helped me get back. I want you to know I thank you for that and appreciate helping me through one of the more difficult times in my life.
The New Orleans Hornets have a new head coach in Monty Williams, and he knows the team's fortunes rest with star point guard Chris Paul.
Chris talks a lot, but he says the right stuff. He's involved. He knows what I want to do offensively. He's understanding what we want to do defensively, and he's the leader of our team.
We got to commit to each other. We got to trust each other, and most of all, it's been about committing to the defensive end.
What you, Marcus? 2-9 on the bottom.
We're realistic, but we're not going to let realism keep us from pushing and trying to get better every day.
Now, let's take a timeout with Bulls point guard Derrick Rose for a look at his patented move, the crossover dribble.
Green.
Did you see that crossover?
Unbelievable.
And I mean, how quick it was.
My crossover dribble is a basic right-to-left crossover or left-to-right crossover.
Crossover drives right by Rondo, one of the quickest point guards in the NBA. Here's Derrick, a drive, a spinning shot around the rim and good.
Derrick Rose's crossover dribble is very exaggerated. It does a great job of setting you up.
And they think I'm going to drive one way. I bring the ball back to my other hand.
He kind of hesitates for a second, then when he gets real low and explosive, it's really tough to stop.
Rose, little magic inside, banks it in. Boy, is he fun to watch.
It's kind of like that quick flash. When you're taking pictures, that quick flash, you see it, then you don't. He makes it so unexpected and so fast. It's kind of like, whew.
Look at Rose! Oh, he changes direction and speed and it elevates for the jam. What a finish.
Once he kind of hesitates, it gets you to sleep a little bit. And then he uses his quickness and speed with the crossover move.
Comes Rose. Down the lane. Scoop, score!
He's so explosive, so strong, so quick. If you reach one time, he'll be gone.
Rose slashing for two. Knifing for the deuce inside.
It's vicious, knocks you off balance, and if you're not prepared for it, he'll get right past you.
He has a strong dribble. His crossover move is so quick. And then once he hits you with the move, he got the legs and the explosive just to jump right over you and dunk on you.
Ahead. Rose jets in and puts the ball by. Get out the way. Wow. And he's on his way to the basket. He scores again. Oh, stop it. Pulls down by one. Rose to the basket.
In this week's Instant Replay, we catch up with Lakers star Pau Gasol, who had a whirlwind summer traveling overseas. After celebrating the Lakers' second straight title, Pau Gasol left Los Angeles far behind and headed to a very different part of the world. Traveling to Africa, he joined forces with UNICEF to support the agency's health and education programs for children in Ethiopia.
For us, it's normal to have a plate in front of us, to be able to drink purified water and to have a bed to go to sleep. For them, what's normal is to dream about that. There's millions of kids in the world in need of our help to be able to survive and have a good future, or a future, period.
The next stop was Asia, where Pau held basketball clinics in India, and young players were eager to learn from one of the game's best.
3 cheers to Pau Gasol! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Truly happy to be here and hopefully teach you a few things.
He also brought the symbol of his recent success, giving the country an unprecedented glimpse of the NBA's ultimate prize.
To bring for the first time the Larry O'Brien Trophy to India, it's an honor.
Pau took in an impressive sight of his own. He paid a visit to one of the world's most famous landmarks.
We had a chance to visit the Taj Mahal, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a very beautiful and gorgeous monument.
The summer concluded in Europe, in Pau's native city of Barcelona. He joined fellow NBA players Jason Terry and Vladimir Radmanovic as coaches for the Basketball Without Borders camp in Spain. It featured aspiring players from across the continent.
Tell them to be aggressive. I gotta take a few.
When in Spain, do as the natives do. I don't know what it's called. It's a Spaniard beard.
I've done a lot of really interesting stuff, collaborating with Schools for Africa, and then I also traveled to India as an NBA ambassador. I'm bringing the trophy for the first time in the history. So, done a lot of cool things, and really busy but exciting summer.
And for our snapshot of the week, we take one more look at Pau and his summer travels overseas. Now, let's go back into the action to preview 4 teams in the Eastern Conference. We begin in South Beach, where the Miami Heat made the summer's biggest splash by signing free agents LeBron James and Chris Bosh. And they're not concerned about the big three being able to play together.
Already what I've noticed, just the idea of moving the ball and playing unselfishly, that's already there. That's not something we even have to stress.
What they are stressing is defense, because with so much talent on the floor, scoring shouldn't be a problem.
We know how to make plays, and there's not one selfish guy on this team. With the combinations of guys that we have, a lot of playmakers, it should be easy.
Finding their rhythm with an overhauled roster won't be quite as easy. And despite the lofty expectations, the Heat know they'll need some patience.
We're not there yet, and we know we can look at the Boston Celtics of the world, the LA Lakers of the world, and say that's what we need to get to, and we got to work very hard to get there.
It's the Celtics who are the reigning conference champs, and they're ready to lace them up with their own big three, along with some big acquisitions.
From top to bottom, this is one of the best teams talent-wise I done played on. So look across and you see Shaq matching up with J.O. and the way Baby is pushing Kevin. Me and Marquise, D. West, and Ray. Maybe Ray John. It's making us a better team.
Boston added four-time NBA champion Shaquille O'Neal, who's ready to do whatever it takes to win number 5.
You know, early in my career, I was automatically the CEO. So now they have other CEOs here, so now I'm just a consultant. You know, Paul, Kevin, and Ray's team, Alonzo's team, we all know that, we all respect that, so I'm just going to come in and just do my part.
The Celtics also signed Jermaine O'Neal in a busy summer in the East. But Doc Rivers wants to put the free agent frenzy behind them.
We had to go before July 1st. And we had to go after July 1st, and it didn't change. It just made it harder. You know, it just made it harder.
In New York, the Knicks pulled off a major move of their own, signing a 5-time All-Star forward.
Well, you know, the summer we set ourselves to get a great player, and we did in Amar'e Stoudemire. You know, New York hasn't had a player of Amar'e's stature for a long time, and you kind of play off his energy that he's bringing.
Me and Coach D'Antoni had a great relationship back in Phoenix. We did wonders out there. We got Coach of the Year, made first team All-NBA. We had great success, and we're just trying to really reestablish that here in New York.
A key to that success is new point guard Raymond Felton. He looks to build chemistry with Stoudemire and is ready for the glare of the New York spotlight.
I really don't look at it as pressure. I look at it as an opportunity, you know, more than pressure. It's a great opportunity for me individually, but it's a great opportunity for this team, you know, to bring that winning atmosphere back to the city, back to New York, because New York is a basketball city.
Knocks it down, a three-pointer at the buzzer.
Another city looking for a basketball revival is Washington, D.C., where rookie point guard John Wall leads the way for the Wizards.
John has a great amount of talent, both from a physical standpoint and from a mental standpoint, and has a very high basketball IQ. I'm looking for the opportunity to work with him because he wants to be the best, and I think the great ones usually do.
Wall is ready for the pressures that come with being this year's top draft pick.
I hope that's the best I can do right now is take advantage of being picked number 1 and being a part of the Washington Wizards organization. So it's just, like I said, getting chemistry down pack as a team and everybody meshing together, we can do a good job.
Now we spotlight the top draft pick of 2009, the Clippers' Blake Griffin, who's finally ready to take the court.
Yes, you can tell he is back 100%, very explosive. Griffin will spin to the goal, and slam it down with the right hand. Toward the tip of the jam by Griffin.
I've been 100% for a while. You know, just working out all summer. You know, getting into training camp and preseason and really preparing myself.
A year ago, expectations were high as Blake was about to begin his rookie season.
Oh, wow, a monster jam by Griffin.
And Griffin was hobbling after that dunk. He had suffered a knee injury in his final preseason game, and after undergoing surgery, Griffin was forced to miss the entire season.
There was days that sitting out was awful, and then there was days that it was a little more tolerable. I got better and better the more I could do after surgery. In rehab, you know, I had goals in that as well. So that helped keep your mind on something that kind of gives you a competitive side of it.
But not being able to contribute to the Clippers left him frustrated.
Just having to sit there and watch, you know, your teammates take the floor and